Well, if you've been following my forecast or coming to my seminars, you know that we've been forecasting the US dollar to get incredibly strong, and we had a target of 103.8. Now, that wasn't my target, that was Walter Zimmerman's, and he's been saying that for a number of years. And of course, when he started mentioning that, he told me it was around 85. And today we're about 102.67. So it looks like we're going to 103. Looks like we're going to make that target pretty easily. Now, Walter also said if there's extreme turmoil in the world, there was a possibility we could get to 120 on the DXY. Now, 120 in the DXY is extreme problems. And of course, as there's problems in the world, all the investors, all the companies, all the governments will go to the US dollar for safety. And of course, it just makes the problem worse because the US dollar is the reserve currency of the world. All the commodities are expressed in US dollars. So if it's oil or copper or coal or wheat, as the US dollar gets stronger, it means they get less and less local currency for these commodities. It's great for US citizens because prices go down, which leads me to the fact that Walter told me almost 3 years ago, oil was trading around $83 or $85 a barrel. He says, you know, on my charts, I think we see oil at $25 a barrel. Now, we broke below 20 today. He also said if it were going to be textbook perfect, we could get a $15 a barrel. And of course, that looks like that's going to happen too. So kudos to you, Walter Zimmerman. Now, here's one more caveat. If we get up to 120 on the DXY, that's going to put oil in the $5 per barrel range. That's called deflation across the world. That's going to cause enormous problems for all the producers. So these are just things going to happen. Of course, it's not going to last. It's going to be a time frame, and it's these things cycle. So if the U.S. dollar gets really strong, it means it's going to get really weak eventually. So these things happen. So what does that mean for us? You know, I'm in the real estate business here in Phoenix, Arizona. I represent a lot of investors, a lot of people my age. I'm a baby boomer. We're looking for our income. Well, it means that if you're a foreign investor and the U.S. dollar is as extremes like it is right now, that means that you're earning U.S. dollars, and when you convert to your local currency, you're going to get a currency bonus. So a lot of our investors are from Canada or from the European Union or Latin America. If you're a Canadian, you're going to get about 35% more local currency just because of today's currency exchange. Which leads me to the next thing, being a baby boomer, sometimes we have liquidity needs. Sometimes we want to go out and buy that Lamborghini, saying, hey, look, I'm at this age. If I'm ever going to buy it, now's the time to do it. I'm going to sell a couple pieces of my property because I want to get some cash up. Couldn't think of a better time for you to do that. You know what, the US dollar, as strong as it is, maybe getting stronger. That means that when you convert into your local currency, you're going to get even more. It's just a wonderful time to do that. Now, I'm not advocating that you sell your properties because I think this is just a temporary slowdown. And of course, we're right next door to California. We've got estimates of about 375,000 people from California have moved here since 2017. That's really affecting our models here. Rents went up 10% last year. We're seeing appreciation on our buildings. We get a very nice yield. So baby boomers like myself, we can actually earn an income. We can retire on the money that we get here, unlike trying to stay in the bond markets in the banks. We can do this, but if we get the real estate rentals, why we can actually retire on these things. And of course, we're growing your rent 10%. Certainly a nice little bonus they have. So we think it's going to get better because here we're right next to California. In Maricopa Wide, which covers all the cities, Maricopa Wide's around $300,000 for a nice home, a single-family home for $300,000. Phoenix is less than that. The city of Phoenix, it's about $265,000. And of course, Scottsdale is in Maricopa County. Scottsdale, which is just world-renowned, Scottsdale is around $600,000, way less than California. So you can see why the Californians are leaving here. We're half to a third of what they are in California, and our rents here, like I say, you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, anywhere from $1,200 to $1,600 in very nice neighborhoods, very nice school districts, and it's just a wonderful place to live. So we think we're doing very, very well here. However, let me just say once again that if you're a foreign investor and you do feel like you're going to have some kind of liquidity event coming up, Now's a very, very good time to sell a part of your portfolio. Other than that, hold. Now, if you're as a foreign investor looking for yield, you can also buy here because we think prices will continue to go up. Just from the population increases that we have here, we got over 100,000 people last year alone. Increase net. So our population grew 100,000. It actually has a problem for us on our housing is under pressure. Some people are calling it a housing crisis. So lots of potential for capital gains and income increases. So I'm here in Phoenix. I am a fiduciary. We'll certainly take care of you. We have property managers here that will take care of all the tenants. We'll select the properties for you. All you need to do is just give us your account, and our property managers will put a check in each and every month right into your account. It'll just appear like magic. So if I can help in any way, certainly talk to your spouse, talk to your financial advisor, your tax professionals, and my best to you. Bye-bye now.